What is up everyone, and welcome to my third episode of my All the Mods 3 Let's Play. So today we've got our goals already set out. So we're going to start farming some canola, which we're going to use as a new energy source. To process that canola into a usable fuel, we're going to need a squeezer and a still. Or at least those are the two I've chosen. There are several other options for this. We're going to need to transport the liquid and the power. And then we're going to use a compression dynamo to turn that liquid into power for us to use. So the reason why we're doing this is this isn't cutting it. So this was great to get us started, got the pulverizer going, got the furnace going. I was able to process some of my ores, but not all of them. As you can see, I've done more mining between episodes again, and I've got a lot more to do. This can't keep up. So we're going to use the power we have in this at the moment to set up some canola farming. So first off, we do have some canola seeds that I collected. And I've laid out an area to plant the canola. Over in the same area, I've also started growing some potatoes for food. And I'll go through and show you how I set that up as I do the canola. So we're going to start off, this is the 9x9 plot here that I'm going to plant the canola on. So we'll just get it all tilled and get our canola planted. Or what little canola we have. Okay, now that it's all tilled, going to get our canola seeds, and since we don't have many seeds and we don't quite need it yet, I'm going to take the canola and turn that into seeds as well, just to give us a few more, and we're going to get that planted. Now, I could wait around for this to grow, or we can find a way to speed up the processing, well, speed up the growth. And we could use bone meal, but there is another thing that we can do that is slower, but I don't have to use resources on it. So I'm going to come over here where we've got normal dirt and normal grass, because that biome has a biomes of plenty specific one, and it doesn't work on that grass. So you need Minecraft grass, and you just need a hoe, or a hoe. And you just go around, till all the dirt. And as you go around, you'll randomly get worms. Don't waste your diamonds or iron on getting your worms. You're going to go through quite a few hoes, so just use the standard stone ones. There we go, and we've got 14. That's actually a few more than what we need. So I'm just going to run back over to the farm. Now what these worms do is they help hydrate and they fertilize the soil in a 3x3 area. So if I place one down right here, it's going to do 3x3, so 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and it's going to do all 9 of those blocks. And it's going to help the canola to grow quicker. So I'm going to put them so that we get full coverage. And this is tricky. We can't just place one in the middle on water. And if I place one here, I don't get that block. If I place one on that block, I don't get here. So we're going to use an extra worm and just put one on either side. And that's task number 1 complete. And as you can see over here, I've got the exact same setup with my potatoes. I've got a few ready to harvest. And now I have a much more reliable source of food. So now let's get ready. Well, let's get on to stage number 2, which is the squeezer. Okay, so as I said, there are multiple options for converting the canola into fuel. So if we search canola, there is the canola press, which requires an advanced coil, a canola and an Inori crystal, and cobblestone. And then there's also the fermenting barrel, which is the same as the still, which just requires wood blocks, wood casing, canola and an Inori crystal. But instead we're going to use the squeezer and the still. So the squeezer and the still are from forestry. And we need 6 tin, 2 glass, and a sturdy casing, which is 8 bronze ingots. Now we're actually going to need 2 strong casings, which is made by smelting bronze blend, which is 3 copper and 1 tin. So I need 4 lots of that, so I need 12 copper and 4 tin. So I'll get 2 tin ore. I'll remove the second hopper because we actually need the powder for this, not the ingots. If I had an induction smelter and could smelt the alloys in that, I wouldn't need to remove that hopper. So we're just starting to get that going. And while that's in use, I need more sand. I'll just sleep through the night real quick. Okay, we'll go get some sand. I'll go a little bit in so I don't ruin the look of my little hobbit hole there too much. I'll go down the back here where it can't easily be seen. Hello there. There we are, and 23 sand is plenty to get us going to start off with. So, fun little fact, these leather boots and belts you get off monsters, if you put them in a crafting grid, you'll get leather scraps. And then 2 leather scraps, sorry, might be 4. Yep, 4 leather scraps gets you a piece of leather. can get our 2 glass smelted. So this is all the ore I managed to get smelted before I ran out of power. Quite a bit of iron, a little bit of gold, copper, nickel ore. Okay, we've got our bronze, and we'll get that smelting. And the other part we want is the still, and the still requires 4 more glass, another one of those sturdy casings, and 4 redstone. So once this is done, I'll get 4 more glass on. And there's our squeezer. And there's our still as well now. Just going to drop these tools that I don't need, keeping the wood on me. Okay, so that's our first 3 goals done. Now the next part is we need item, liquid, and power transferring. Well, item not so much yet, but we need at least liquid and power transferring. So to do that, I'm going to use Ender.io again. And we're going to use the fluid conduit. Or maybe not. It's the ender fluid. I want the normal fluid conduit, which is quite clear glass, and conduit binder. Conduit binder is conduit as binder composite, and it's 2 sand, 5 gravel, 2 clay. Okay, so I'll make 6 slots. So we need 30, 12, and 12. There we go. Now, in order to make the quite clear glass, we require a simple alloy smelter. We should be able to get that quite easily. So I'll recycle that furnace. And we'll make another one. We'll get our 2 gears. Okay, bucket, gears, iron, and now we need the machine frame, which is bars, iron, and grains of infinity, which we already have. So grains of infinity, and we're going to need 10 iron. So iron bars. There's our machine frame. And there's the alloy smelter. Place it there, and it gets power. So quite clear glass is okay. How about I actually search it? So quite clear glass is a piece of glass in the alloy smelter. And since the fluid conduit requires 3, at the moment I'm going to make 9. Yep, we'll make 3 sets, so I need 9 sand. Which at this stage, now that this isn't in use, I'll just pulverize some stone. While I wait on that, I will just make a quick run over and check on our canola. As you can see, it's growing quite nicely. Not quite there yet though. Okay, now that we've got a few of our... Apparently I can't place that there. Okay. Just put our glass there. So it appears that what my confusion was there is that Ender IO machines will automatically set the capacitor to output mode, and then you can't change it to just the neutral mode here, which is input and output. Okay, as that's smelting, I'm going to smelt 12 sets of our binder composite. So each binder composite gets us 2 conduit binders. And we're going to need 18 all up, just for the fluid. So as you can see right now, we're losing 26 energy per tick. There's my 18. And there's my quite clear glass. And there's my conduit. So I'll quickly go and set up these machines just so you can get an idea. Okay, so I'm going to set up the okay, so the squeeze is going to go there, and the still there. Actually, it's going to come back one. And that creeper just blew up my machines. Okay, give me a moment and I'll be back with freshly made machines. Okay, and we're back, so let's try and get this set up again. So we're going to put the fermenter there, and the squeezer there. And then in this case, we're going to put 2 fluid ducts underneath. Now, if we right click on one of the fluid ducts on the blank panel, it's extract. It's always active and it's never inserting. And this one is insert, never extracting. And we've got some of our canola growing. I've already harvested one lot and replanted it. So I'll just convert all these into seeds again and plant some more out. Now, our next task is to get some energy transferring going. So it's all well and good having the capacitor, but we can only run machines at the moment if they're directly attached to the capacitor. We're going to use Ender.io to we're going to create some conduits to transfer energy around. So we're going to use the energy conduits. And we're going to look at, can we make the energetic alloy? No, not really. We don't have enough glowstone dust. So to start off with, we're going to use the energy conduit, which is 640 energy units per tick. So that's 640 RF per tick. To make that, we need a conductive iron, which we can make in the alloy furnace, and it's iron and redstone. So we're going to grab 9 redstone, 9 iron. Once again, we're going to need 18 conduit binders, and we'll get that smelting. And we'll sleep through the night. As you can see, my sugarcane has been growing as well between episodes. Just in case we need it again. Just in case we need it again, I'm going to put it all down grow. And I don't know how I sorted my inventory there. That's what it's supposed to look like. And as you can see, this is the issue we're encountering. So progress is significantly slowed because it is out of power. So I'll come back as soon as we get all 9 of these smelted up.